Hello my friends and welcome to Pardon My German for this first video of the new year. And usually this is not my kind of hiking time. It's early January, it's a lovely day but very cold, even a little bit of snow, which we usually don't have in our parts. But after the holidays I found it was necessary to do something, a little bit of exercise. So we're going to go hiking here along the river Erft, and glad that you joined me. And in case you like the video, then please hit subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. The meadows behind me are known as the Erft Hour, the floodplains of the river Erft. And when I still lived in this town, I used to take long walks along here almost every weekend. And as Hour reminded me of the term Auenland, which is the German translation of the Shire in Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, I always referred to this area here as my private Shire. As I've just crossed the river, and now we're passing these tennis courts behind me belonging to the local tennis club called Red and White, and it reminds me of a story some decades ago which I'd like to share with you, because it was then that a number of tennis playing town councillors decided to found a second tennis club, thinking that for two clubs they could then pay twice the amount of subsidies. And as the main colors, or the colors of the main political parties in this country are black and red, guess what they named the club like? Yes, black and red. In all, the route I hiked was 8.5 kilometers long, a bit more than 5 miles. In the town of Kleinfernisch, I spotted this crucifix erected in 1670. This little square with a fountain is dedicated to Arnold Maul,
long-term local mayor and member of the community council, as well as president of the local band, or in the local tongue, to Osnöll, our Arnold. And as you can see, this is a quiet, rural part of the country.
We are halfway through this hike here in the small hamlet of Horshheim, which gained a certain notoriety even twice. Once in the 80s, when the state government had plans to build a waste dump here, and that was stopped because there was too much opposition in the area. And the second time, a few years later, when archaeologists found some historical artifacts on a field nearby. The find was made public. Unfortunately, the site was not secured, so when the scientists returned a few days later, all the artifacts had been stolen. So much for German efficiency. So we're back at the River Erft. The dam and the bridge behind me were among all those sites that were damaged during the floods in summer of 21. This one is repaired again, so hope is that reparations will go on elsewhere as well.
In the distance, we see the church of Großfernich, Heilig Kreuz, Holy Cross. We follow the Erft on the edge of Großfernich. This bridge leads to Kleinfernich, passing the clubhouse of the local marksman. On the other bank of the river, the ruins of the local castle.
So I'm crossing the Erft once again. Just walked past the sports field here in Weilerswist, and now I'm going through the farmland here, a little bit along the river, but mostly through farmland, on my way back home. Now I'm back in Weilerswist, here in front of this lovely former mill building. I hope you enjoyed our little excursion, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.